Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Jerome Lewis, and today we'll be going over the ultimate sales machine. We're going to be reviewing a particular chapter. We have reviewed some of the chapters in the past, and I will be going over one of my favorite chapters. And if you understand, or if you know me by now, you will understand how much I absolutely appreciate marketing. So let's get started. These are the general chapters in the book. Right now, today, in particular, I will be going over chapter seven. And chapter seven is the seven musts of marketing. All right, so let's begin. Seven musts of marketing. Seven musts of marketing include advertising, direct mail, corporate literature, which means brochures and promotional pieces. It includes public relations, personal contacts. This is salespeople, customer service, that face to face personal interaction, marketing education, right? So, trade shows, speaking engagements, webinars, anything educational, right? So, education based marketing does the best for your business, right? You can't just say, hey, come do business with me. You want to make sure your marketing is educational based. Next, we'll be talking about the great internet, right? Websites, email, affiliate marketing, and even a little bit of social media. So, 7 months of marketing, coordinate your marketing messages. Consistent branding, design is important. Colors are important. These are more things that we will be talking about and touching on. As an example, I know someone and their marketing message is all over the place. You got green here, blue here, yellow there, headline looks this way over there, and they think these things don't matter, but these things absolutely matter, right? They represent your company, they represent your brand. And one thing you want to do is you want to coordinate that messaging. You can't be sending out several different messages to several different people. That's going to confuse you as well as your employees, your partners, and it's also going to confuse your customer, your prospect, your client. So make sure your branding is consistent across all platforms. Next, design. Design is important, and sometimes though, people will think that design takes priority over marketing or getting the message out there. Right? Marketing is not something you learn. Marketing is something you do. So you will always be refining your message generally. Colors matter. Different colors communicate different things. For example, blue communicates trust. Uh, that's it's one of my favorite colors. It's also why I picked that color for my branding and my marketing. It communicates trust. Another example would be purple. Purple tends to communicate, depending on the shade or the tint. Purple tends to communicate luxury, right? Black can also communicate luxury. White communicates purity. These colors communicate different things, and they absolutely matter. You can't just pick a random bunch of colors. Right, next, advertising. So, in your advertising, you want to make sure you're distinctive, right? And I tell my students, as well as my clients, I tell them about the importance of being distinctive and standing out. And the way we do this is by injecting personality. And how do you inject personality? You inject personality, right? In the digital age, you inject personality pretty easily, right? Nowadays, with all the technology that we have, it's so much easier to inject your personality into your marketing, into your messaging, into your communication. And the way you do that, the shortcut is to use video, right? You use video. So me, I understand if anybody understands the importance of tonality and voice, it's me, right? Because I write one way and people want to misinterpret my message and think that I'm being mean to them. I have much better things to do than to just sit around hurting someone's feelings, right? But they can't read that in a text message. So what do? I communicate that over voice and video. I communicate that over voice and video, and that helps me be distinct, right? because my voice is different, my tonality is different, my body language is different, and I'm out there doing that and putting that into my marketing and into my material when other people are not. So one of my favorite statistics is about the importance of video marketing. And our customers, our consumers, they appreciate video. They want to see video. But in our industry, right, every time I ask this question, I ask people who's doing video consistently. Less than 10% of the people say yes. So automatically right there, if you inject video marketing into if you inject video into your communication, you are separating yourself from the others out there. This is one of the quickest ways that you can be distinctive. Next, I was just having a conversation with this with one of my groups, and the person, they said, "Oh, I need some templates. I want to get some templates up." And I said, "Listen, templates are great, but templates are not always plug and play. Most of the time, they're starting points, and it's a little hard to understand that, right? Because people, they lie and they make things seem so easy. Templates are not plug and play; they are starting points." And I have my mentor, her name's Darcy, my coach, and she used to say the same thing. And I never understood it, but I listened to her, right? That's a big mistake people make. They want to try to challenge the authority, or they want to try to challenge the person when they have no results, right? Do what works, and then later on, you go and get your results. So, capture attention with a powerful headline. This goes into copywriting. The headline is the most important thing. It's the most important thing on your copy because it's what's going to capture their attention and get them to start reading further. Good example. In the book, let's see, what's the name of this book? Cashvertising. There was an author, and he changed the headline of his book, and his business increased exponentially just by changing the headline. So the content inside of the book was the same, but he changed the headline, he changed the title, and that increased his business exponentially. Right? The headline is one of the first things that the person is going to see, so you have to capture their attention. After the headline, this is also something that people fail to understand. This is why your avatar and your copywriting is so important. In general, especially us as professionals, we try to sell a customer or a prospect on the entire process. The entire process, which is very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. So, what it says here is after the headline, body copy needs to keep them communicating. And the reason why what I'm trying to communicate here is you have to take a customer or prospect step by step by step by step. Yes, that means one at a time, right? So, as an example, the headline, it's only one line. You only have their attention there. That doesn't guarantee they're going to read the rest of the letter. So, the rest of your copy needs to take them all the way through. And you do that step by step by step by step. So after headline, copywriting needs to keep them reading. So every single line, every single sentence needs to take them further through. So it's line by line. Headline, then the next sentence, then the next sentence, then the next sentence. You have to keep them reading on and on and on and on, step by step by step by step. It's tedious, it's annoying, but this is how humans work. Most humans work. You have to take them step by step by step by step. Keep them reading. Next, this is with in today's time, this is very common on the internet. You got 15-second videos, 7-second videos, and there's no call to action. People just go out and they post content and they're marketing. There's a difference between marketing and branding. You go out and you're marketing and you post something and there's no CTA. Or direct response marketing. Same thing that I said a little bit earlier. You have to take people step by step by step by step. Even step by step in the call to action. So you tell them what to do. Here's what you do. You go to this website, you put in your first name, you put in your last name, you put in your email address, you put in your credit card, and all of those specific instructions increases conversions. because you're taking them step by step by step by step. So you want to apply that same process, that same overall structure to your CTA. So you want to tell them exactly what to do. Go to the website, put in your information, click the button. Be specific in your marketing. Next, direct mail. So I made a huge mistake here because I was like, you know what? Direct mail is dead. But eventually I learned from my mentors and my coaches that direct mail is important. And the wealthiest people use direct mail, right? Even now, I am 33. I'm a millennial. And we don't pay attention to a lot of what's happening online. We pay attention to what we want to pay attention to. However, when we get something in the mail, we're more likely to pay attention to that. Imagine sending out a package in the mail, right? So this is why, imagine you get a package, a lumpy package, and you're like, what is this? I never ordered this. Or some kind of letter. What is this? Who wrote me a letter? You're going to open that, right? Direct mail is still effective, and it's a way that you market. A good example that we like to employ is this is why we're huge on books. Get a book, you can send a book out to people, right? Why do you get that book? The reason why you get that book, the reason why you publish that book is because you can offer it to customers and prospects. You tell them, hey, I'll send you a free copy of my book, or hey, pay $5 for shipping and I'll send you my book. And guess what you've done with that book? You've collected their mailing address. So now what can you do? You can send them follow-up mail. You can send them follow-up marketing. You can send them other mail and other marketing. Whereas like most people are doing everything online, there's not a lot of advertising happening via direct mail. So now you can contact your customers and prospects via mail. You can send them things to capture their attention individually, offline, away from the distractions, right? Away from the distractions. So one of the things that we do is we send out a book. Then monthly we send out a newsletter. And if you know, most people fail to follow up. And in order for someone to do business, you have to contact them on average 8.5 times for them to say yes. 8.5 times for them to say yes. So by following up via direct mail, you have their attention and you can follow up with them in their inbox, in their mailbox, where not a lot of people are. And that means you can send them other things. So you send them a book, you send them a newsletter, and then you can send them stuff in between that, right? You might be running a special. Go ahead and send out some sales letters, right? You might just want to say, thank you, I appreciate you. Send them a appreciation gift with a coupon off to some services or something like that, right? So don't be like me and make a mistake thinking that direct mail is ineffective. We teach you a direct mail strategy, and a lot of it has to do with the book strategy. So keep that in mind. Do a good job with your marketing to make direct mail work. Consistency is important. So I just talked about that newsletter strategy, right? Most people send digital newsletters. We send you a physical newsletter. So we follow up. That means you're going to hear from us at least 12 times. At least 12 times. So that increases our chances of you doing business with her or taking us up on an offer, a product or a service. Use color. Don't be afraid to use color in your marketing. You want to split test. You want to try some black and white. You want to try some color. But it was suggested in this book that color typically works the best. Now, color might be more expensive, but it said it works the best. And when you apply the right strategies, using color will be worth it, right? Your marketing will pay for itself. Now, the envelope, add messages to your envelope and your packaging. So sometimes people send like an empty envelope or empty packaging. There's messages you can include on that envelope and that packaging as well. Do that. Utilize that. Let them know what's inside the package. Tell them thank you. Include a customer testimonial. There are all kinds of things that you can put on that package instead of leaving it as blank space. Open now. Secret package for. Special delivery for. In this month's issue, these are all messages that you can put on the envelope. Don't let that space go to waste. Lumpy mail. So one of the things we send out is we send out Rubik's Cubes. Why? Because it's going to get people's attention. It's different. The box or the envelope is like, what is this? Who's sending me something in the mail? It's different than all of the envelopes and all of the bills that you're receiving. The lumpy mail, a little gift, right? A little gift or something. People appreciate that, right? People appreciate those little things. So use lumpy mail, invitations, right? Use invitation kind envelopes. People are likely to open those. Next, they talked about magazines. A lot of magazines have subscribers, and they'll allow you to mail to their subscribers. Don't be afraid to reach out to some magazines and mail to their subscribers. All right, you might have a local place in your area, a local newspaper, a local chamber of commerce. They might have a subscription. Reach out to them and ask, can you place an ad in their subscription list? All right, so corporate literature. Consistency of branding. We talked about this. Make sure you're consistent in your branding. Next, include your core story. Why? Because this helps separate you. This helps separate you from everyone else. Right? You have a story, you have a core story. Go out and utilize that story. People will identify with your story. People identify with stories, right? The reason why the Bible is so effective is because it's full of stories. The most memorable books are full of stories. So don't be afraid to include your core story. People like to hear stories. Make sure your marketing is about your customer, your prospect, not you. You want to include your personality and little aspects of you, but you want to make sure they understand it's about them, how you can help them, how you can educate them, how you can serve them. Make sure your marketing is about your customer and your prospect, not you. Right? On social media, that's what you see a lot. You see, there's this one phrase, bro marketing. You see people making the marketing all about them. Look what I'm doing. I'm on a vacation. I'm on a beach. And I'm not saying that doesn't work. But make sure it's about you. Understand your avatar. Some avatars might like that. They might like marketing centered around you, maybe. But still, guess what? That's not really about you. That's about that customer or that prospect. I understand that my customers and prospects, they tend not to care about me. They care about what I can do for them and how I can help them. And the only way I inject myself is by letting them know, here's how I can help you. It's not about me. It's about that customer or that prospect. Public relations, articles, websites, features. Utilize these things in your marketing. If you've been featured in an article somewhere, use that article, market it out, include it in your marketing material. Websites, right? Volunteer to be on websites, volunteer to do interviews, volunteer to write articles, volunteer to post a link and links to your website and vice versa. Podcast interviews, right? I'm always open to that. You can showcase and you can utilize this stuff to show people your authority. Features. You've been featured somewhere, again, podcast, a YouTube channel. Someone's interviewed you. You've done something cool in the community. Somebody reports about it. Next, utilizing this, appear as an expert, right? You don't want to be just another salesperson. You don't want to be just another salesperson. That's why, as an example, the book strategy. That's why we use that, because who owns books? Who publishes books? Experts. Experts publish books. If you take time to write a book, you're showcasing your expertise on that particular subject, that particular topic. You are an expert. You are no longer a salesperson. Now people want to work with you instead of you chasing them, right? You're the expert. A lot of people get in this business, they become real estate agents, real estate salesperson. You want to become the real estate expert. And one of the quickest ways you do that It's through a book. Through a book. Publish a book. It doesn't have to be long. On Amazon, the standard is 24 pages. You can do that. You can get a book done. Right? We have a process. I teach you a process. You take 7 videos and you have yourself a book. Utilize that. You don't need to become a best-selling author or a world-renowned author or anything like that. You just publish that book and you use it in your marketing material. It's one of the best business cards you can give away is a book. News and mainstream data are important, so keep up to date on trends and things that are happening in the market. It's relevant to people, right? So a good example, there is a company that we are considering working with, and we're helping them with the copywriting, and they sent us some notes. The note said that their prospects they serve real estate agents, and they're saying that the real estate agents believe that the market is going down, when in reality, the market is correcting. It's correcting. It's not really going down. It's just been like booming the past few years, and it's going back to, it's normalizing, it's stabilizing. But people are scared and afraid that it's going back to the times of 2008, and it's just simply not. However, you can create content and you can report data around that particular topic right now, and it will gain more traction because people are paying more attention to that. Make the news in the press if you can, right? So a good example, I just talked about, like, people think home prices are going back the way they are, and they're not, right? You can go to press releases and news places and ask to report on that, right? A good source to reach out to news outlets is Twitter. Journalists are always seeking to have conversations with people. Check Twitter. Make the news in the press. Target publications consistently and persistently. So I just mentioned Twitter, like journalists, publishers, they're normally on Twitter, and you can find a way to reach out to them and gain that news and that press. Next, speaking engagements, right? So it's like, why would I speak? I'm a real estate agent. You're thinking small if you're thinking that way. Remember, we mentioned education-based marketing. You want your marketing to be educational. You want to speak. You're going to be speaking anyway. So speaking engagements. The reason why you want to do another reason why you want to do speaking engagements, because this is one-to-many selling, right? You go and you do your speech, you do your seminar, your webinar, and you're addressing several people at once. You also appear as authority, and an authority because you're speaking to your audience, your customers, your prospects. So this is one that people don't utilize enough. Go out and do some speaking engagements, run some webinars, run some seminars. And when you're doing this stuff, make sure you get it recorded too. That's another big mistake that people make. Even if you have to get it recorded at your own expense, do that. Do that. So a good example, let's just say for simple math sake, it's going to cost you $300 to get that thing recorded. That's fine. Pay the $300, and then you get that recording and you sell it for $30. You only need to make 10 sales. You only need to make 10 sales to reinvest back into your business or to recoup your money. So get it recorded. Record everything you can. Anytime you create content, you do a speech or you do a talk, have it recorded. Have it recorded. You have an article, use it as marketing. Share that article with people. Print it out. Include it in a direct mail, right? You should have a book. Hey, I'm going to send you a copy of my book. You're going to send them newsletters. And guess what? You can put the article inside the newsletter. You can separate the article. You can send it separately. It's up to you what you do and how you want to do that. So use an article as marketing. This is a good website for you to visit for prnewswire.com, so you can get articles for the news. Next, personal contact. Reason why video works so well is because of personal contact. Nothing will have more impact than personal contact. Sales. People want to connect one-on-one with other people. Nothing has more impact than personal contact. Personal contact is the second most potent marketing strategy. The second most potent. The reason why, the reason why it's not the most effective is because you can't be everywhere at once. However, it is very potent. Personal contact is highly, highly important. The personal contact is so important. They have an entire chapter on that particular marketing strategy. An entire chapter. So I don't have enough time to go into too much detail on the personal contact, but it's highly important. I recommend you go out and you get the book. Next, trade shows. Get noticed at trade shows. Drive traffic at trade shows. They talk about specific strategies on how you can do these things inside of the book. I've done some trade shows and I didn't drive these hard, but listen, one of my favorite strategies is I like to give people things that are useful to them. So I have a planner and journal, and just gave that out. I gave that to the customers and prospects. Capture leads, right? When you're doing marketing, make sure you have a way to capture people's leads and their contact information. Capture their contact information so you can follow up. Put on charity events. People love charity and giving back. Don't be afraid to do this. Award ceremonies, right? You can, so there's a really good strategy in this book, and I've heard it from other books as well. You can create your own awards. Who's to say that you can't do that? There are no rules on awards. You might know a local mom, and you might award her for her communication, her dedication to the community, right? You might know a local business owner. You might award him for his consistency in the community. Award ceremonies, right? People will appreciate this. They will promote that as well as your business and what you've done for them. So don't be afraid to utilize that strategy. So that is the 7 musts of marketing. 7 musts of marketing from the Ultimate Sales Machine. That is a recap. Now, I want to make you an offer. Do you want to improve your marketing and you want to close more real estate deals? You're not sure where to start or exactly what you need to do? I have a 5-day marketing implementation challenge. To learn more, all you have to do is visit remarketingchallenge.com and you can learn all about it. My name is Jerome Lewis. I'm the CMO of Digital Real Estate Strategy. I have this excellent implementation challenge for you. This challenge makes it simple for you to make a consistent and more predictable income as a real estate entrepreneur. This way, you can close more real estate deals and make more money. Claim your access and you can get started immediately. We'll send you some bonuses, some books. We'll send you some stuff so you can get started immediately. Here's exactly what you get. You get 5 days of live training with me, the $3,970 value. You get a famous marketing implementation workbook. It's a $197 value in itself. You get our ultimate real estate goal and business planner. That's worth $99.97. You get our ultimate real estate marketing implementation guide worth $197. Our real estate deal acquisition secrets book and companion guide, $99.97 value. You get our real estate marketing implementation plan templates. You get our 11 social media mistakes that are killing your real estate business guide and report. You get our key strategies you need to know about marketing implementation guide and report. You get our video marketing implementation masterclass. You get our marketing implementation masterclass. You get our social media for real estate mini course, our Facebook ads for real estate masterclass series. All of this, your investment is only $47. Jerome, this sounds good, but what's the catch? Here's the catch. And it's because I'm tired of people lying and I'm tired of people not giving proper tools to help you succeed, right? What we need today is we need live real world experiences, right? And I just genuinely want to help as many people as I can succeed, right? So everything I give you, I'm telling you, is worth well over $47. I don't need the money. Don't need the money, but this is going to help you succeed And I'm a huge advocate of investing in thyself. A lot of people are doubtful because there are a lot of lies being told. I completely understand that. So here's what other people are saying about me. Here's some proof that I'm not going to lie to you. Jerome is one in a million. He doesn't just teach out of the box, cutting edge techniques that will give you a shortcut to financial freedom. He is always finding ways to serve his clients better. He guides you as a perfect mentor while holding you accountable. Key word, accountable, in a way that inspires you to go beyond what you could have even imagined in success. I have the honor of saying I personally work with him, and he is one in a million. All right. Next, we got Scott. Jerome is a fantastic trainer. He has the unique ability to simplify materials and show how anyone can do it. Jerome from Judy. Jerome is a wealth of knowledge in the social media. His level of expertise and understanding of the whole process is obvious even to my untrained eye. To be honest, I'm intimidated by the whole social media thing, so I'll definitely be back. Thank you, Jerome. Right, and we got even more testimonials. You can check these out yourself. Over 250 reviews on Google alone. All you need to do to register, you can get started right away. It doesn't matter when you're watching this video. Next, for any reason you don't love it, I'll refund 100% of your money back, and you can keep all of the bonuses. You can keep everything. Here's a fraction of what you're going to get right now with our real estate marketing implementation challenge. You get 5 days of live training, real estate marketing implementation workbook, ultimate real estate goal and business planner, the real estate marketing implementation guide, our real estate deal acquisition secrets book, and companion guide. You're going to get our marketing implementation plan template, our 11 social media mistakes that are killing your real estate business, key strategies you need to know about marketing implementation, video marketing implementation masterclass, marketing implementation masterclass, social media for real estate mini course, Facebook ads for real estate masterclass series, and much, much more. Total value over $5,256.97. Your price today, only $47. So here's what you do. All you have to do is visit the link that you see below, remarketingchallenge.com. Click the button, input your contact information, input your credit card information, and you will be sent everything immediately. So with that, I say, let me guide you with your lead generation and your marketing. This way you can close more real estate deals and take control of your financial future. All you have to do is visit remarketingchallenge.com, put in your contact information, and we'll see you on the inside. My name is Jerome Lewis. I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.